Hi guys, this is Miqueas. I'm here today to talk to you about something really important and very, very interesting, okay? So, today we are talking about making friends. And I'm going to give you some things that you should do and not do, okay? So, today we're talking about body language, how to be polite, and being just kind of looking at these things that you should be doing and should not be doing when you are talking to an American speaker, okay? So I'm going to give you today 6 tips that will really help you out. The first one is what I call too close. If you are having a conversation with somebody and you just come almost right up to their face, this is something that's going to make a lot of Americans really uncomfortable. Space can be a little bit different in different cultures. Here in the US, we tend to have maybe a foot or a couple feet distance between speakers. So this is really important to notice. Don't get too close to your American friends or you might notice them slowly backing away, okay? The second one is watch your volume of your voice. Some cultures tend to speak a little bit louder, okay? Maybe yelling. So be really careful of the volume of your voice. Of course, unless you're in a place that's very noisy and you have to yell in order to be heard. The third thing that I would like to mention is polite turn taking. This is something that is very important in American culture, and I've seen it many, many times that this can be something that's difficult. Generally in English-speaking cultures, we tend to take turns. I will say something and I wait for the other person. They say something. When I feel like they are finishing that thought or that sentence, then I will say something. But I will usually not say something in the middle of their sentence. This can be a little bit difficult to understand if you are interrupting or not. But if you feel like you're interrupting, then you probably are. So just try and listen for the conversation. Do you feel like maybe they've stopped talking or they've got all of that idea out? Then you can start. This is very important to be aware of. The fourth thing is what I call drowning hands or being attacked by hands. In a lot of other cultures, the hands are used a lot for a lot of communication. And an American could get very nervous if they're having a conversation with somebody who maybe is too close and they're moving their hands around and doing all of this. In general, Americans leave their hands to their sides and are not too expressive with their hands. Some movement with your hands is okay, but just keep that in mind that could seem a little bit aggressive for us, okay? The fifth thing is what I call the affectionate but maybe a little bit creepy touch. So say I'm having a conversation with somebody and they just seem
to keep putting their hand on my shoulder, and I'm sort of like uncomfortable and trying to get their hand off of me.
Okay, so Americans don't always touch each other, especially people that they don't know. So it's probably a good idea not to touch immediately unless, of course, they're your good friends and you know that it won't bother them, okay? Also, eye contact. This would be my 6th tip for you guys. Some people think that it's very important to have direct eye contact all the time. And I do think this is important when the other person is comfortable with that. But you may notice when you talk to Americans that they kind of look to the other side. Maybe they look at you, then they look away. And that's sort of like, you don't want it to be too intimidating, the communication or the conversation. So you look and then you look away, and a lot of Americans are like this. You may meet Americans that stare directly into your eyes the whole time, and that's a very nice thing. But you, not being used to the culture, you should just adjust yourself and what you do to what the other person is doing. If you notice their eyes are with you and away and with you, that's something that you could do. All of these tips, again, they're very important to be mindful of. They will help you to not feel uncomfortable when you're speaking with a native English American speaker, right? Because they will help you just seem a little bit more calm and relaxed, and you will know what is appropriate and not appropriate. Go ahead and watch my other 2 videos, which will tell you how to start a conversation with anyone and where exactly you can make friends, okay? Again, my name is Miqueas. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope that you make many friends and have many great conversations in English.